Welcome back to Mario Kart 8 200cc. Now we're moving on to the Triforce Cup. I'd make a joke about that, but I'd really have to Triforce it. Eh? Okay, everyone's left now, so let's play. First up, fuck Wario's gold mine. Okay, I'm being a little bit harsh here, because it was horrible in the Wii version, where it's actually not too bad in this game. And yes, I have put Link in a Mercedes, because that image amuses me. Still fuck them bat things though, like, they annoy me. Because they're just things that kind of kill your pace, and there's a good chance you won't see them as you're going through there until you've bumped into them, by which time they've killed all your speed. One change I do really appreciate though are them minecart things having the anti-grav kind of spinny things on the bottom, so they don't slow you down anywhere near as much as they did in Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, it's a game of like dodging in and out between bats, and they look a lot like zoo bats actually, I think. Just because of the colour scheme and all. Come on, that's twice I've drove off here. I'm not very good at this jumping lark. Gotta be careful here. Especially when there's someone with a star on my tail. Yeah, as we went down that ramp there, we sort of, one thing that always does sort of bug me when I'm playing a racing game or any game with like a hilly terrain, where the camera goes through the floor. I know there's only a brief second in that, but it's a little bit off-putting. Well, I guess at least it's not like Bigwig's tier of you drive through the floor, but still. Oh, how many times am I going to fall off this course? Oh god. Well, I tried, folks, I tried. Got a nice sweet 9th place, but I tried. Now for the third Rainbow Road in this game, Super Nintendo one, and not really that big on this one, just because there's too many places you can fall off. I know that's the case for a lot of Rainbow Roads, but this one, where it's just a flat surface mostly, I feel like you're just at risk all the time. Don't get me wrong, it's not a horrible track, and I do still have fun with it. But I would put the other Rainbow Roads way above it. I think in 150 you kind of need a boost item of some description to get across there safely. In 200cc you don't, you just go for it, and as long as you're at a reasonable amount of momentum, like speed behind you, you'll be fine. I'm just falling off of everything this cup, aren't I? Okay, so that happened. I'm calling it now, I'm not going to be in the top 3 in this cup. I've just got that vibe. Okay, that was very stupid on my part, and I don't know why I did that. You're getting very close to the salt coming out, I hope you realise. Let's just keep this behind me and try to be careful. I'd rather be careful and come like 2nd or 3rd than, you know, lose. Oh fuck. Alright, let's try to hold on to this 3rd. There we go. That was a very eventful race. Ice Outpost, it's really not one of the most memorable of the DLC courses. As a course, Ice Outpost does some interesting things, like having the ramps all over the place and that. But I just really don't remember the thematics of it that well. Now, I did the thing where I fucked up the camera again for a sec as well. Get back here, Yoshi! Yeah, I went into full concentration again there. Yes, I think one of the problems why this doesn't stick out to me as much is it, I guess, kind of like the Electrodrome, but to a bigger extent. It doesn't feel Mario. Like, you could probably stick this level in any racing game that has somewhat of a cartoony vibe and it will look in place, which wouldn't be the case with some of the more kind of mushroom based, or like Luigi Circuit, Mario Kart Stadium, all them sort of things. It's not to say all the levels have to have some explicit Mario branding or anything, because things like Cloud Top Cruise and that, they're not explicitly Mario courses, but they feel very Mario universe. Whereas this just doesn't. This feels like Cartoon Racerland. Yeah, I really don't have much else to say about Ice Outpost other than that it's a course. There are green and yellow sections, and I really don't care for it that much. I've fucked up again, haven't I? Oh well, that's one more than 9th. It's one more than that colossal fuck up I did last time. Isn't that a great self-motivational thought? And this is the flagship course of this cup, and it's okay. This course is okay as a track, like driving around. Granted, it's not the most interesting course in the world, but it's fun. But I just don't think the turning coins into rupees or that sort of thing was entirely necessary. I think it takes away from the Mario Kart feel of the track. It's okay to have the crossover idea of having a course set in Hyrule. It works with the DLC they're going for, but I just wish they didn't overkill it as much, because it feels more gimmicky than just having like, oh, we're in Hyrule now. Maybe I'm saying this as someone who just really doesn't care for the Zelda series that much, because it, like, nothing explicitly against the games, like other than Zelda 1, fuck that game, but they're just not my thing really. I'm not really that patient, I guess, because I tend to be more like into linear type of games, whereas Zelda, it's not quite so much like, well, some of them are in a way, but I mean, like, they're more puzzles and that sort of thing, which isn't really to my taste. Like Zelda 1, I'll slag that off because I just think that's a horribly designed game. A game where they have to package a guidebooking with it just because the game itself doesn't explain what to do, that, I think that is a poorly designed game. So while I could rattle on and on about conveyance and all that, it is a valid point that games should be kind of intuitive with how they teach you to play, rather than just, okay, here's the guide, follow this. Ooh, I got the rupee coin. Okay, I wonder if that would have saved face for me at all. Nah, I still didn't make it onto first, second or third. And there we have it. That's the end of the Triforce Cup, but join me next time for the start of the second DLC pack. I'll see you then.